Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Absolute Flash number 2 from Jeff Lemire and Nick Robles. It is so good. I love this book. You will never believe who this is on the cover. Cannot wait to share it with you. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. I do love the logo here. It looks so cool in that white and blue kind of color there. This art is terrific. I really love it. The art on most of the Absolute books has been really great. There's only one that I'm not super crazy about, but why worry about that right now? So the first issue of Absolute Flash ended with this really, really great cliffhanger. We kind of didn't know who was going to be the Flash, whether it was going to be Wally or Barry. And the way it ended, it definitely made it look like it was going to be Wally. And it also made it seem like he had killed Barry, but apparently all is not how it seems. So we meet up with Wally again. He has these new Flash powers and this big explosion involving Barry Allen. His dad's like the scientist who moves around a lot and takes him on all his like little work sort of missions. He's sort of just like has to hang out in the living quarters, and he befriends the scientist Barry Allen, who takes an interest in him, and probably too much. He gets involved in this big accident, and now these sort of government guys at the facility where they live are like trying to hunt down Wally because he's kind of missing after this accident, running around with I'm guessing this is the Speed Force. We're going to learn more about it. This is so imaginative. Jeff Lemire's Sweet Tooth is like such a great creative writer. Really well crafted stories and great characterization here. Love the whole Flash effect. I mean, it was Mark Waid who like introduced the Speed Force and kind of turned the Flash on its ear so many years ago, right? And this feels like a great continuation of that. So many striking visuals, great double page spread here. I mean, the Absolute line is just the gift that keeps on giving. It's so good. Batman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter blew my mind. This cover is amazing. Covered by Mike Del Mundo. I remember his art from a long time ago on Instagram. So very cool to see him getting steady work as like one of DC's top talents. He deserves it. So cool. Anyway, love the Flash. I always have loved the Flash. Love the aesthetic. There are so many great incarnations and versions of the Flash. I feel like I'm definitely read a lot more Wally West Flash, and it's weird in my like mind though. Maybe because Barry was kind of introduced to me like in the Super Friends and all that stuff, but Barry's kind of like the quintessential Flash for me, and I think Wally is just like the quintessential Flash for so many other people. I think the Absolute line, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall at the planning of that. Like, which version of the characters do you use? What do you take from the mythology? Spoilers, this is the frickin' Jesse Quick, which makes me think that, the Flash family is going to be intact for sure. So we get, like, just a slight introduction. We don't know for sure that she's Jesse Quick, but they call her Jesse, so who else could it be, right? And she has these, like, cool powers. Absolute Batman number 7 was so good. The introduction of Mr. Freeze, loved it. It feels so cinematic. I feel like this has the upper hand on, I've said it before. I'm not the first person to say it, but Marvel or DC has tried to replicate Marvel's Ultimate line for decades, and I feel like they've finally done it with Absolute. It feels cinematic, but it also feels like very comic book forward in a lot of ways as far as utilizing, the great tricks and tropes you can do within the pages of sequential storytelling, and it is just gorgeous. I really do think it helps that Jeff Lemire is also an artist. I think a cartoonist, a writer who can draw as a cartoonist is definitely gonna tell like such a great comic book story. I love it. We don't know exactly what's happening. This second issue feels a lot more like setup than answers as we continue the introduction. And spoilers, we get the, like the absolute universe is all about turning everything on its ear. And if you had to envision an absolute version of Gorilla Grodd, what do you think it would be? And this is not it, but I'm holding judgment. What the hell is that? It looks like it came out of the pages of like Brian K. Vaughan's saga or something. I don't know what's going on with his creepy exposed brain. Oh, is it like a hybrid of Gorilla Grodd and the brain? Interesting. I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm sold. You got me on 99% of the Absolute books, and I love them. This was such a great book, so fun. I would be here for the art alone, and thank God the story is amazing too, because comics books are a visual storytelling medium after all. Anyway, are you getting this book? Do not sit on it. If you had any hesitation or doubt in your mind about picking it up, it is so good. I can't recommend it enough. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will bring you more soon.